Well, thank you everybody for joining today. My name is Ryan. I'm one of the COO here at Set to Close, and today I'll be presenting our Set to Close revenue agent. Our revenue agent is focused around addressing a three-headed problem, essentially. One, we're finding that there's a lot of inconsistent sales processes in a lot of the organizations we work with. Proposals are super time-consuming to put together and accurately do. We're speaking value to what you've learned in that sales process. And most importantly, once you've done all that hard work to capture those customers, lock down that revenue, how do you make sure you retain them without having unexpected churn happen in your business? So a little bit of the science behind it, why we're focused on this. So we follow a revenue architecture model, focusing really on the front, middle, and then back end of that bow tie model. Something similar at HubSpot would be considered the flywheel. But what we are focused on is with our initial agent of understanding that acquisition process, having our discovery agent essentially do the proper analysis to make sure we have great acquisition, or we're closing or winning that deal with our proposal builder in the center where we're looking to commit. Then how do we understand how to retain that revenue as best as possible as we look to expand the bow tie and revenue across the back end of our model? So what does our agent do? It helps you capture, close, and retain business. So there's three components to our agent. The first component is that we are analyzing, discovering via SPICE framework, and enforcing those via process rules with Supered, and leveraging the AskElephant agent to analyze all that data we're aggregating through our meetings, different interactions via email, calls, any information logged or retained inside of HubSpot, using Supered process rules to enforce those if things are not completed. Our proposal builder is helping you close deals faster, helping create and generate those proposals in seconds with that information captured through that discovery process. And then ultimately helping us retain with our churn detector, which is focused on, once you've captured that business, how do we prevent any type of risk or losing that client before it's too late, or waiting for a client to signal that there may be a risk to us. So first part of our agent is looking at the SPICE framework enforcement. So as you can see here, we are highlighting and capturing the information as we're going through those different discovery calls with our potential prospects. And we are having that laid out inside of HubSpot and enforce the process rules. So as an example, you can see here that we have been able to go through an effective discovery based upon our questioning and our discovery playbook that we utilize. We're able to capture the specific metrics around SPICE that we're looking for to ensure complete discovery. And a real reason that we've chosen to go to this route of having a discovery SPICE framework agent is because that typically when we are having discovery conversations with potential prospects, it's not a rigid playbook that you're typically working from. It's a natural flow conversation relationship that we typically encounter. And so allowing us to leverage amazing agents inside of AskElephant to manipulate data inside of HubSpot to help us close deals better, but also understand customers better, is a big portion and big reason of why we've chosen to go down this route. Again, if there's not the appropriate information, or if we're not doing discovery correctly, it'll flag that to us with process rules. But as you can see, we have some success on this. The discovery has been done correctly, and we're able to move on to the next step in our process, which is our automated proposal builder. So our automated proposal builder turns a 2 to 10 hour process into an automated 10-second process. We know that proposals and SOWs, depending on your industry that you may be in, can take quite a bit of time, especially analyzing past call recordings, discovery documents, empty relationship diagrams, and potentially any other documentation that you're receiving from a customer in that process. And so what our agent is doing is it's collecting and it's aggregating all that information located in discovery, the documents, information that we've loaded up. And we have prompted and primed it in the back end to have the appropriate understanding of our business, the products that we sell, the timelines around those kind of menu items, our costing, and also timelines of how we execute that work. So what that looks like when it's in action is something like this. So after we've had the discovery call, that customer has moved into a proposal stage. The agent is sent off, and it is going to produce this SOW for us. So as you can see here, it is laid out inside of HubSpot, but to take it one step further, our agent just doesn't create it here within plain text. We actually have a rich text option that populates with our proposal, or SOW in the set to close case, where it's actually highlighting and breaking it down into the format that we typically send across proposals to our customers, and capturing all of the different details that we've heard through discovery that are going to be pertinent to our customer, and phasing out work based upon the lift and the back end configuration that we've set up. So with whatever business would like to use this tool, we just spend a little bit of time configuring based off of your model, and we can manipulate this to your process. So you'll even see things as deliverables in here, timeline, and even a pricing table that can break it down. So as much information and development you have within your HubSpot architecture and your current infrastructure, we're able to pull in all those little details and inform this agent to build you the best proposal that's the most accurate towards the needs that you have for your customers and how you typically sell. The great part about this is that this allows us to then take this to any document builder, whether it be a PandaDoc, an SDocs, maybe a DocuSign that we find that typically is used as an outside proposal or deliverability tool for our proposals. And so it's making it one step less for you to have to create these, and creating great efficiency when it comes to this proposal creation step in our process. Once we've captured that customer and we've gone through the proposal, obviously we want to make sure that this is converting. And one of the cool things about this is we've actually tested this agent. We actually closed this deal using our Spice framework agent and our revenue agent here, and then the proposal piece as well, with the proposal that our agent created, and we closed this deal actually yesterday. So we have proof of concept. We know this works, and it's done a great job for us here at Set to Close, proving the concept for how we can help other customers out there just like us. Then moving forward, once we've captured that revenue, we're really focused on how do we retain that revenue. We want to make sure that we spend a lot of time, effort, resources to understand and learn these businesses, get them into services or engagement with our organization. We want to be able to protect ourselves from losing that customer. Uncaptured revenue is one of the biggest losses to an organization, especially when it comes to resourcing and cost. We really want to focus on different things here that are going to give us insights into how do we prevent that from happening. So a few areas that our churn detector is looking at in the matrix that we've developed in the back end is looking at behavioral cues, language cues, financial cues, and relationship cues. And the reason why we're looking at it from those different perspectives is that because we're all be analyzing meetings in a lot of different ways, interaction with customers in different ways. We could be meeting with them online, we could be getting emails from them, calls and interactions, maybe internal calls we're having. All those things amalgamate into what that potential client's experience is, and it affects the perception of that client. So what our churn detector is doing is flagging based off a number of signals here. There's roughly 10 signals that it's coming down to, from competitive threats, implementation potential stalls, integration issues, communication budget, payment maybe not made on time, relationships, legal, different aspects like that that can play a part in churn. And so what our agent is doing is it's flagging based off the score and how many of these signals is hit, that what level of risk that they're at. So for example, there's been a little bit of an issue with an integration, and so that's potentially a reason for an issue for churn to pop up. So what do? We flag it. And so what our tool does is it's going to highlight that, one, this is the level of intervention. There is a monitor stage, as you saw previously on the last slide. It's intervention stage and an escalation stage to leadership or management for additional support and resources. What we provided here is the battle cards in the right-hand side that's going to cover off what to do with the situation when you're at a moderate risk level.